Hello and welcome to Ready Set Indie Games. I am Ready Set and I hope you all are having a fantastic evening this evening. For those of you that are new to the stream, I'm Ready Set and on my stream or on my channel rather, I tend to cover predominantly indie games, much like the one you see here. And I typically stream I'm actually changing my stream days. So I now stream Wednesdays and Saturdays from 10:30 p.m. to about 12:30 a.m. give or take. I was having troubles with Tuesdays, so we're gonna do Wednesdays and Saturdays going forward. So, but I hope you all are having a fantastic evening. We do have 4 games up for the Indie Game Showcase. That is, we have 2 games that are educational, which is a little different than what I normally would do for stream. But that's going to be Alpha Zero and S.U.M. So Slay Uncool Monsters, which is Alpha Zoo is kind of a typing game, and then S.U.M is a mathematical game. Then we are going to play Hunter's Path Rebirth, which is from itch.io. And then I have a game that is featured on Kickstarter that we're gonna play, and that is the Silent Kingdom. So that is what's going on for this evening. I did not get a chance to screen these games, so we're gonna see if they actually will pick up because I totally forgot to screen these games. I didn't stream last Saturday because last Saturday, I think it was, I went and did a sleep study the Friday before, and so I was gone Friday evening to Saturday morning, and I got told information, so I have to go back and do another sleep study to start the CPAP machine. So that's what was going on. So and then I have to go get an MRI this week to see what's going on as far as the headaches have been going. So most of you know I've been having really bad headaches lately, almost to the point where it just stops me from doing anything. So they're trying to rule out whether if I'm having cluster headaches or what's going on. So that's what's been going on with me, and why I haven't been very active on Twitter, and why I haven't been streaming the way that I normally stream. So, but let's go ahead and we're gonna get started. We're gonna start off with Alpha Zoo, which is a typing game. So luckily I have a keyboard that's kind of quiet. Oh, that's really loud. Let me adjust the sound. Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be a window capture. Hopefully. See if this captures. Let me see if I toggle full screen, will that grab it? Might have to do a display capture on this one. We're gonna have to do a display capture on this one, so. Okay, we'll just do a display capture, that's fine. So let's transition over. And we're gonna grab our screen marker, and this is Alpha Zoo. It is a typing game, and this is an educational game that is dedicated towards children. You type the words and it does things. So it's kind of like, if you remember Mavis Bacon teaches typing and things like that from back in the day, this is what this kind of is. So. Let's see, okay. When you type, okay. It says so we are ready. It's really hard to make it out. I'm only doing this because like the only reason I'm able to do it is because I can see the pictures. But other than that, it's really rough to see the words. It's just the words are really huge. So it's like you can't really see what it is. So that would be my only complaint. The sound a bit. Is that better? We're gonna take the train over again. Hopefully that's better. Okay, yeah, it was just the sound wasn't loud. But yeah, like, that's my only gripe with the game, is that the words are way too big. So you can't really see anything. Yeah. I guess that one, because I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know how to spell that. Red pandas. I like red pandas. Red panda. So we did 13 out of the 26. A black bear. So this, it's not a bad concept. It's just, I wish the letters were smaller. Otter. Yakety yak. Let's see. Okay, here's the rest of the animals here. A meerkat. Meerkats are adorable. Horrible, but adorable. because they're in a like they're in a matriarch, and so they're very protective. And it's kind of hard to have them as like pets because they like to be in multiples. So tonight's discussion question, which I thought was interesting because we're covering a game that's on that is on Kickstarter, is do you support games on Kickstarter, and if so, what makes you support them? Oh, you can ride the Ferris wheel. So we're missing 3 animals. Okay. So Dan, you say you don't throw, not throw. You haven't supported any. And Draconic Dude, you say you supported 2 due to low funds often. Okay. Because I myself, I have supported maybe quite a few games on Kickstarter, and for me to support a game, it has to be something that really catches my attention. And then Aardvark, Anteater. So that's all of the animals. Yeah, that's all of the animals. So I guess that's technically the end of the game. Yeah, for me, what gets me to donate or help with the game that's on Kickstarter is it has to be a game that I'm passionate about. Because even though I like indie games, I don't support all of them. I wish I could, but it's really hard to support all of them. So I really have to think about which games I'm going to actually support. Usually if they have like a trailer or there's a demo, like I can't stress enough how much, like, if you do a game for Kickstarter, having a demo really does help make a decision, you know, help people make a decision on whether or not, or at least for me it does. It allows for me to make a decision on if I really want to purchase the game, or if I want to support your game. I think we're done with this one. So this is Alpha Zoo. Like I said, my only gripe with Alpha Zoo is the big lettering. I wish it was smaller. Okay. For myself, I supported Root Pacho. I have supported Coral, I think it's Coral Escape, I can't remember the name of it. But it's kind of like a farming sim. Both of those are farming sims. I have also supported Prim. I even paid up to where I'm in like the Book of the Dead for that game. So there are quite a few games that I have supported. There have been games that I've supported on Kickstarter that unfortunately they didn't go anywhere, so you know, no money lost. But okay. And then another thing, and then Spirit Tea is another one that I supported. So those are the ones that I have supported thus far. But I think we're done with Alpha Zoo. So again, this is more of an educational game for kids. I just wish that the words were smaller so that you could actually see them, because it's really hard to see them. But other than that, not that long of a game, and I can see kids having, you know, obviously I'm an adult, so it didn't take me that long to type it. But for a kid, I can see where they are going. Just the wording is way too big, so it needs to be smaller. But if you like what you see of Alpha Zoo, this one is going for $3.99 USD. You can also use exclamation point GOTW, of course, Games of the Week, or simply click on the link here, and that is going to give you a list of all the games that I'm playing for tonight. And of course, the platform it's available on, the price if there's a price, which most of them tonight I don't think have prices, minus this one. This was the only one that had a price. It also gives you the information for the indie game arena, which we're still playing all Wars Legacy, so be sure to go ahead and check those out. And thank you to the developer for providing me with a copy of the game to play on tonight's stream. Alrighty, because that one I had to do that one. I had to do display capture on that one. Hopefully the next one will just capture and we won't have too much trouble, but the next one is S.U.M. So hopefully this one will just capture, but let's go ahead and update it on our and we're probably just gonna play this one for about 15 minutes as well, so shouldn't take that long because these are educational games. And shouldn't take that long, but the other one didn't take that long, and that was because it was, you know, again, I'm an adult, so I know how to type. But hopefully this one I've played off stream, and I'll admit I've actually liked this one, so I kind of wanted to show it off. Because originally I was going to go with an all-educational theme tonight, but then there were a couple of other games that caught my attention. There was a game on itch.io that had caught my attention, and then there was one that a developer reached out and said, hey, you know my game's on Kickstarter, would you mind playing it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, so let us go ahead and go into S.U.M, which is Slay Uncool Monsters. Hopefully, like I said, this one's just gonna capture, because I didn't get a chance to run these through. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. But this is Slay Uncool Monsters, and this is a math game, which I'm not really good at math, but I like this particular game. But this is a math game, and you solve math equations in order to attack the monsters, and this is free to play, so let's go ahead, let's get started. But yeah, you solve math equations to do this one, so. And as you can see, I've been playing this, so 2 times 2 equals boo. So you can, okay, not yet, not until you solve it. Once you solve it completely, you can have it do multiplication, subtraction, and division, but you have to solve it completely. Okay, I forgot how to play for a moment. 15, 9 plus 6. 13, 7 plus 6. 10, oh boy. 6. 2 and 2. Oh, clearly I can't do simple math. I was like, I think there's nothing there for that one. Clearly, I just can't do the maths, even if it's simple math. 4 and 5. 7 plus 1. 2 and 3. 5. 5. 8 and 3. We did it. It is, and you know, it kind of reminds me of, and I know for sure Dan was on 1+3, and this is a really nice casual game. There was a game that came out back in the day, and I can't remember the name of it. Like, I haven't downloaded, I believe, like Number Muncher, but it was another game. It was from, I think it was from Apogee too. And it was a word game they came out with, and it was another, and a math game they came out. Is it Math Muncher? Is that it? Like, I know Dan knows it. Because it was either on the 3D Realms thing, Word Rescue and Math Rescue. There it is. And I remember playing those as a kid, and this is kind of like an alternative to that. It's like, you know, you want your kids to learn math, you let them play this. And then we'll do 3, 16, 8 plus 8, 6 and 4, 9 and 1, 3 and 4, 9, 4 and 5, 1 and 1, 9 and 3, 6 and 5, 9 and 3, 8 and 3, 4 and 4. I don't know why I hit that one. I was like, I don't know why I did that one, because there was no 6s. I will read that in a moment. Nailed it. Alrighty, and then, or not, let's see, Crystal Caves, Monster Bash, and Secret Agent now. There. So if you go back, there's supposed to be a way, let me see, to take it to where you can do all of it. I just don't remember how. Or maybe it goes up as you go. I thought there was a way to do it, but we're on zone 4, that's fine. Why did I do that? 3 and 3. 3 and 1. Because we don't dare. We'll be like, what are you doing, lady? 9 and 2. 4 and 4. 6 and 6. 9 and 9. 7 and 3. 2 and 2. 6 and 6. 4 and 5. 2 and 1. We don't have enough gold for that one yet, so we do have enough gold for this one. So now this is going to be subtraction. So for a -5, 3 minus 8 is -5. -7, 2 minus 9. 7 minus 3. Boy. 3 minus 9. Three minus 6. -2. Oh boy. No. Do 6 minus 8. 1 minus 4. 9 minus 8. 2. Well, let's do the 4s because we have a lot of 4s. Minus 2. 2 minus 4. 1. 3 minus 2. 5 minus 3. -2. 7 minus 2. 8 minus 9. Nailed it. That was a little difficult. I was like, wait, what? Like, wait, what is going on? Nine minus 1. 4 minus, nope, not 8, crud. 3 minus 5. Oh, that's 6, crud. So 13. 3 plus 3 plus 7 equals 13. 8 minus 3. We'll take 8 minus 8, make it 0. -5. -2. 1. 4. That. Oh, other way around. Nine minus 2. 4 minus 8. Oh, why do I keep doing that? 4 minus 6. 7 plus 9 plus 8. Oh, I goofed that. Minus 6, we're gonna die. 2 minus 8, yeah. So it's not exactly easy when they throw in the negatives. But yeah, so I need rest, so we're gonna have to like wait. But yeah, I'm not gonna just exit out because I don't know if, let me see, it might, okay, it does. But yeah, that is Slay Uncool Monsters, and I thought it was a pretty cool little game to try out and show you all. A lot of fun. As we can see, Ready Set is not really good with math. Not the best with math, apparently. But it is a very fun game, and like I said, if you want your kids to engage in a fun, cool math game, then I would highly recommend this one. This one was a lot of fun. So yeah, be sure to check out Slay Uncool Games. Look like a plus to play, yeah. And but yeah, if you like what you saw, again, you can use exclamation point GOTW or simply click on the link here. And that's going to take you to a Google Doc that lists all of the games that I have played tonight or will be playing tonight, and the game I will be playing Saturday. It lists the platforms, the price if there is a price, but this one is free, $99, so it's free. And this one is available on PC through Steam, so if you like what you saw, definitely go ahead and pick it up. Maybe you'll do a little bit better than what I did. But yes, Slay Uncool Monsters, definitely highly recommended. Alrighty, we're moving along, aren't we? Because our next game is on itch.io. And I was just checking the time there. Normally I would have my phone in front of me so I don't have to, because when I turn, my avatar turns, so normally I would have my phone in front of me, so. But yeah, we are making good progress. Our next game is on itch.io, so let me go ahead and bring that up. I might grab the other game because I had it listed for Steam, but I might see if I can grab the demo off of itch as well. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna download it from itch, that way I don't have to go back and forth. Oh, nope, I guess we're gonna be playing that one off of, the other one we're gonna be playing off of Steam. But let's go ahead and start our next game, which is Hunter's Path Rebirth. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to have a category, so... No, so we're gonna put this on the games and demos. And this was one, like, I like to get on itch.io and find games to play. And this was one of those games that just happened to pop up on itch.io while I was looking for games. Like, when you go on itch.io, it'll pop up a game like, hey, you know, you should play this. And it popped up. And so I ended up like, hey, I kind of want to play this because this next game is kind of like a shmup. So I was like, well, I'm gonna play it, give it a go, and yeah, that's where it kind of came from. So just waiting for it to update to So yeah, it like popped up on my itch.io and I was like, yeah, I really kind of want to play this. So hopefully this will just capture. Uh-oh. 50-50 screen. Raynita was really cute. I'm gonna see if this will capture. Let's do that. See if it captures. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I played it, I think, last week. Let's go ahead and transition over. And this one is Hunter's Path Rebirth. It is available on itch.io. This is also a free-to-play game. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We're just gonna go to arcade mode. We're gonna go for it. All right, let's do it. I like that little touch. Dear Crusader General, I write to you with utmost urgency. Our scouts paid heavily for the following information. It appears that the forces of darkness conjugate once again in the east. Peasants are going missing. The nearby wilderness is becoming malformed, and I believe we've all been kept awake recently by the heretical bell ringer. I fear this matter requires the attention of the bravest hunters our brotherhood can offer. Set them away toward the nearby forest. I have made preparations for traveling merchants to provide support. Good luck, Crusader General. Onward, let us bring justice to forces of darkness. All right, let's see. Of course, you know I love my spups. Music's on point too. Recruit position 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't afford anybody. By who? We can't afford nothing. Oh no, we lost a person. Forest Witch, do your best. Okay. Will do. Let's do this. Oh boy. Held it. Wait, there's a... No, I ran into a tree. Fight on. I goofed that. I ran into the tree. Exactly. Watch out for that tree. Hopefully I don't have to go through the... Okay, so we're just gonna next on that because we already read it. George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree. Wait, what's that? didn't see that the first time we came through here. Well, that happened. Alright, let's see what happens. I love this music, I'm not even gonna lie. You would think the witch would be dead by now, like, whoa, buddy. That happened. Again. Fight on. Yeah, that tree is pretty brutal. That tree was like, no, you shall not pass. One of the things I would have liked for this is that you didn't have to keep rereading that. Alright. Dang it. See if we can get past this. I do love the music in this. like we made it. Yeah, we made it. Next level. Got an A rank. I'll take it. An old church in the midst of this accursed forest. Fools. That's right. Step inside and seal your fate. Defiled church. Okay. This music is really good. Cultists? Crud. I saw a help over there and I wanted to go and help, but that didn't work out. Right on. Yeah, that's true. There have been some Kickstarters, like I've helped one in Canada. And it was kind of odd. We'll go to the church since we've done the first one. We'll go to the church. Hopefully we get all three of our... We did. Sweet. Oh, if you stay in there too long, it kind of gets you. Oh, we got another one of our people back. We don't have enough yet. Kinda have to take the L there. Archbishop. Dirty dog. That happened. Like, oh no, that happened. A very difficult game, but I like that it's difficult. Like, I'm really digging it. So we'll make this our last go. And then we'll switch to our last game, which is the Silent Kingdom. So let's go back to the church. Because that was the other one. Is going to take us some time. Correct. Yeah, we're about to die because that thing's about to run into me. Dang, I forgot it came, like it ricocheted back, but I did say that was going to be our last one. So we're going to give up. But yeah, so that was Hunter's Path Rebirth. So if you like what you saw, definitely go ahead and pick that one up through itch.io. I really liked it and thought it was really cool. So alrighty, so we have one more game left, and that is the Silent Kingdom. I know this one's gonna take a while, which is why I did those other games first, because I know that it wasn't gonna take me as long to play those. But there's a lot of reading in this one. I don't think it has voiceover yet, so this one that we're getting ready to play is on Kickstarter. So I think that's it there. So we're gonna do that and wait for that to load up. And again, of course, as always, if any of the games did interest you tonight, you can use !GOTW, and that's during any of my streams, to get a list of the games that are, you know, that I'm playing for tonight and what I'm playing on Saturdays, because on Saturdays we just play one game. The platforms the games are available on, the price if there is a price, and pretty much all the information you would need. Like this next game that we're playing is going to be on Kickstarter, or it is on Kickstarter, and has 11 days left. So ideally, if you want to support it after you see it, then you can use that link there to check out the information for the game. This one looks really good so far. Hopefully it captures. It's not capturing. I'm gonna see if I can do a window capture. See if we can do a window capture. Make sure that it's going to... Okay. So let's go ahead and transition over to our next game, which is the Silent Kingdom. I'm gonna see if we can turn this down just a little bit though. Well, no, I don't want to kill the sound. I just want to turn it down some. Alright, let's jump into this. This is the Silent Kingdom. And this one has 11 days left on Kickstarter. Again, of course, using !GOTW is going to give you all the information. This one can be found, excuse me, the demos can be found on Steam and itch.io. However, you cannot download the demo through the itch.io app, so you'll have to go to itch.io's website in order to download this one. So hopefully this... Alright, hear me. You who look upon the world with defiant arrogance, and as a mortal believe yourself above the divine weaving. I'm taking from you your suns and moons. No longer shall the stars shine for you. But the twilight of a kingdom is gentle, calm, like the kindest of deaths. For such is my benevolence and my love. Okay, already kind of digging the art in this. Princess. Princess. Aranis? Yep, that's gonna be our name. We'll just take that name. Okay. So, okay, I was like, it is not letting me do that. Princess Aranis. Aranis? Wake up! Your kingdom has awakened by the goddess' grace, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. The kingdom begins to fill with light, and I wake up in my bedroom, a little disoriented. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Princess Aranis. Aranis? That's what it reminds me of. You're looking well. I'm sure you're aware that it's a very special day. A special day? Of course, today is your 13th birthday. Dressed like that? Wait, what? Had you perhaps forgotten? Why is she dressed like that? Didn't I turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... What nonsense are you speaking of? Oh, okay. So maybe it's one of those, like, kind of like one of those stories where it's like 13 going on 30, so she's older, but it's like, she's like, what are you talking about? You're 13. And she's like, no, I'm not. What nonsense are you speaking of? Come along now. Choose one of your best dresses. His Majesty awaits. Because I'm like, she don't look 13. And she's like, I turned 13 a while ago. So I'm like, maybe it's one of those types of stories. Oh, you always say that you prefer getting dressed on your own, but if you need any help, no, I'm fine. Very well, in that case, I should take my leave and help with the preparation for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. Maybe she'll be able to explain more, because that's a little strange. And don't forget to go see your father when you're ready. All right, all right. Phew, peace at last. Denise has spent her life taking care of me. I hold her in a very high regard, but sometimes she can be a bit tiresome. A banquet, huh? The idea somehow sounds strange to me. Move around with the arrow keys, or in this case, I'm using controller. And interact with enter. You can change your key settings in the options menu. This again, all my dresses seem too small for me. I must tell Denise, why do I keep forgetting? For now, I'll have to leave like this. There's nothing inside the closet that I could wear. My 13th birthday? That makes no sense. I stopped being a child long ago, although I don't remember when. Okay, so yeah. So she's not a kid. From here I can see most of the gardens, but barely anything beyond, except for those distant mountains. I was told that the kingdom is vastly different beyond the citadel's walls. Oh, I spotted little Chrono with his wooden sword performing some early morning training. Oh, good morning, Princess. Do you know where my father is? His Majesty is currently convening with his generals in the war room. I'm afraid he won't allow any interruptions until the meeting is over. Why don't you take a walk around the gardens in the meantime? It's such a beautiful day. Thank you, I shall do that. Have a nice morning. With your permission, I shall return to my duties. You can walk faster with shift, or in this case X, or just turn always dash on in the options menu. Let's do that. I'm gonna save real quick too. Happy birthday, princess. There's a lot to prepare for tonight's banquet. Okay. It's like I should have the key in my room. Okay, let's go back to her room then. She said there should be a key in her room. I like the fact that you can turn the always dash on too. And it doesn't force you to... It doesn't force you to have to do it. Okay, ether. That's good to always have. I've always wondered why we are known as the Fire Kingdom. I can't decide if it's due to our region's volcano or due to our famous forges. What do you think? Perhaps it's both. Oh, that's an interesting perspective. So why is it only 13? She like, I'm not 13. To the throne room. Why is His Majesty conveying with his generals on a day of celebrations? Do you think the situation with the terrorists has worsened? Shh, just thinking about it frightens me. I've heard stories about terrorists that would rob you of your sleep. Nope, can't go that way. Happy birthday, princess. By the goddess Argus, what are you doing placing scientific literature in the fiction section? Oh, I'm sorry, Professor. I wasn't paying attention due to... You've had your head in the clouds for the whole morning. What troubles haunt you? Professor, you saw her too, didn't you? The beautiful woman who walked alongside the king. Oh, for the goddess' sake, I should have imagined this was a woman issue. This is no ordinary woman. Her smile was so enigmatic. What? When she glanced at me, who might she be? Lad, I could dedicate a whole life to studying every corner of this land. And yet I remain ignorant of the matters concerning His Majesty and his mysterious guests. However, upon seeing the mess that she has turned you into, I might as well affirm that she's a witch. Now finish arranging those books. Best to not think about people who belong to different worlds. Oh, Princess Ernest, have you by chance seen my history book? I don't know where I might have left it. I don't know, is it? Looks like a philosopher book. Good morning, Princess. Even if it's your birthday today, your lesson shall start at the same hour as always. Be ready. Yes, Professor. There's a miniature model of our castle and a map of Harmonia on the table. Okay. I only have 5 coins left for buying food, a bag of lemonade. Lonesome and hungry, I hope the goddess smiles upon me before the week ends. Okay. So nothing there. Happy birthday, princess. Okay, nothing there. How stressful. This kind of celebration is always so unrewarding. It just gives us lots of work. Despite the extra work, I'm excited. Think of all the gleaming nobles we'll see tonight. The dresses, the music. You're dreaming a bit too much. None of that has to do with us. You're such a killjoy. And you're an heir. Oh, Princess, we didn't expect you here. Princess, we're preparing the banquet held in your honor tonight. I appreciate your hard work, and I hope that you too enjoy the celebrations tonight. You deserve it. I say this, yet in truth, I have the feelings that they will not attend any banquet. Princess, thank you. We should do our best. Do you think any noble will lay his eyes on me? Let's save again. I think we're going out into the to talk to Chrono. You seem vigorous this morning. No, I mean, happy birthday, Princess. Is something the matter? No, it's not. You're a terrible liar. Did you know that? I don't mean to lie. It's just, it really is nothing. All right. Chrono's grandmother has served my family as the oracle for 3 generations. He's been instructed since very young to become my squire, though he's still a child. So training, even on a day of celebrations. Of course, if I want to become a good squire for my princess, I can't neglect even a single day of training. He takes it really seriously. You will be a great squire. Nothing will change for a single day. Do your best then. Even so, I want to do this. It's important to me. The child looks depressed. Very well. It's your decision. Chrono looks at his wooden sword, tightening his hold on it. His eyelids close halfway with the weight of an uneasy thought. Princess, it is said that the terrors who raise our lands grow more numerous by the day. It is rumored that there will be a war, and I fear that you might march into battle without me, for I might be regarded a child or considered unprepared. Chrono, why don't you show me your progress? Oh, you wish to train with me, Princess. Isn't there any other matter you should attend to first? Let's begin. I'm ready. Get some action in here. Nice. We might actually take them out. Nope, that's it. Well fought, Chrono. Thank you, Princess. I shall practice harder. Princess, I bring a message from Professor Solemn. I applaud you not neglect your training even on a day of celebration, but let's not forget that cultivating your mind is equally important. Well, time for my daily lesson. Chrono, why don't you accompany me for today's lessons? May I? Of course, as the professor once said, a literate squire is worth 2 men. I'm really thankful. Come, let's go to the library. Do I have to go there back by myself? Okay. Well, I like today's lessons to be a revision. This way, we can also assess young Chrono's knowledge. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at this map. What would you like to review now, Princess? The continent of Harmonia, the Four Kingdoms, the Terrace. It was approximately 50 years ago, the season when the Three Kingdoms received very troubling news from Simonia. A small village that had peacefully lain to rest for the night had been completely decimated by a horde of monstrous fiends unlike any ever seen before. No man, woman, or child was spared. The beast's insatiable appetite. Chrono swallowed silently, fearful and impressed by the story. Soon their menace extended throughout the other kingdoms, forcing them to strengthen and consolidate their armies. I have never seen a terror from this castle. They sound more a legend than reality. This castle is the safest place in the whole kingdom. We are undoubtedly privileged to live here. But terrors are very real, I can guarantee you that. What would you like to read? We're going to skip time and finish the lesson just for sake of time. But normally I would have went through all of that, but for sake of time, we're going to skip the lesson. Very well, Princess. Young Chrono, that will be all for today. Thank you for having me. I have learned many things. Thank you for the lessons, Professor. Will I see you at the banquet? I shall show up, of course. The birthday of the 4 princesses is an event that concerns the whole continent. I should count myself no exception. Until this evening, then. Let's go ahead and save. Princess, I'm taking my leave. Thank you for everything. You're welcome, Chrono. Before I go, I have a request. What is it? It's about my grandmother. She said that she would like to see you today before dusk to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, so I have her permission to visit her. Yes, she is eagerly expecting you. Besides, she seems a bit stressed these days. Perhaps you could cheer her up? Understood. It shall be a true honor to visit the Oracle. Thank you, Princess. Remember that my house is the one by the lake to the east. I never crossed these gates. I can only imagine the world beyond. Okay, so no. It must still be inside of the... We might end up wrapping up stream kind of early tonight. We'll see. Yeah, she's been running around in a slippery dress. Yeah, apparently she said because her clothes doesn't fit. Back on the door. A woman's voice could be heard from inside, warm and cracked by age. Princess, please come in. We'll probably stop after this interaction. Please, come closer and let these tired eyes take a good look at you. I'm sure you look beautiful today. will say I do like the art style, though. I walk closer, thankful for the privilege of being in her presence. As the oracle and one who has served the crown for several generations, it is her duty to live isolated, away from all possible interruptions. Yeah, the art style is really nice in this. And this has 11 days on Kickstarter, so if you like what you see, definitely be sure to check out the Kickstarter. Only her grandson, Chrono, and my father, the king, are permitted daily contact with her. For the rest of us, it's usually forbidden. Her presence is so comforting that I regret not being able to visit her more often. It is an honor for me to be welcomed into your home, Oracle. Oh, sweet child. In such dark times, your presence brings much joy to this old woman's heart. Dark times? I don't understand. Have you, perhaps, seen my misfortune in your visions? I wish that I could share them with you, little one, but you know that such things are forbidden. Only the king may consult with me regarding my visions, and yet the king has grown deaf ever since that woman has come to sit by his side. I have tried to warn him, but he does not listen. He does not listen. I shall speak to him. I will let him know that he must visit you with haste. Oh, sweet child. Though you are no longer much of a child now, are you? How old did you say you turned today? I smiled weakly. It seems 13. Oh, but it does not seem like it at all, young one. Or are you simply lying to yourself? Eh? My eyes widened further upon hearing that, and a strange feeling nestles inside my chest. Only the blind and the foolish would believe that you are 13 years old. That's what I was figuring. I was like, I don't think she's actually 13. Think she's much older, but she might have traveled through time and everybody sees her as a 13-year-old. It would rather seem that you just reached your 20s. That makes more sense. But the Oracle, because she's, you know, divine in the sense she could actually see that she's not 13. I stared at her with my mouth agape, speechless for a moment. I thought the same, but no one seemed to realize that I was no longer a child. I ended up thinking that somehow it was all just in my head. No one? Nonsense. I assure you that Chrono has noticed too. I saw the look in his eyes as he spoke of you. There was something fearful in them. This makes no sense. The witch probably made it to where it looked like she's younger. I bring a hand to my forehead and shut my eyes tight. I feel as though my head will explode if I keep thinking about this. You should rest for today, young one. You don't look well. I can't. Your visions, the banquet. What banquet? Tonight's for my birthday. I shall ask again, what banquet are you speaking of? What? I'm trying to think, but I can't remember any banquet. I don't understand. My head passed out. Princess Ares. Suddenly I find myself before the corridor that leads to the Great Hall. I guess I spaced out. The king wishes to speak with you. You may enter. Like a puppet whose strings are being guided by unseen hands, I pass through the corridor without a sound until I eventually find myself within the Great Hall itself. This will probably take us out of stream. Father is alone. Where is the woman who accompanies him these days? Ugh, my head. The art style is really cute in this. King Alexander, Aran's, my daughter, my dear daughter. With every day that passes, you step further away from the sweet nectar of childhood. That is the wrong choice of words. Just gonna put that out there. Look at you. You're a young woman now. Father? Time flies, Ernest, but in the eyes of the goddess of fate, luckily you are still a child. Now I surmise you come with questions, echoes of our whole kingdom, for rumors spread like flame. Father, the Oracle is worried. She laments that you no longer hear her voice. Oh, my dear Eris. I have heard many things in recent days, far too many. What is happening, Father? You sit a witch at your side and gather your generals. The corridors are filled with whispers that speak of war, and none is any less true than the other. I have begun preparations to declare war on Fortuna. Why? Fortuna? Isn't their king a good friend of yours? He is. He always has been, and I should ensure that his life is spared. But not even the strongest of friendships can suffice when something so important is at stake. We need more tuna. Now I beg you, please do not ask further questions. You are far too young to be learning of the bitter realities of this world. But Father, Aranis, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. There's just one thing I need you to understand, to never forget. Father's normally firm and resolute, voice seems to waver as he speaks. Everything I do is and will always be for you. The blood I spill and the betrayals I sow, everything shall always have a single meaning and purpose. You, even if you cannot understand my reasoning, will you be able to accept my purpose? Purpose. Father, what's going on? Hear me. You who looked at the world with defiant arrogance, and as a mortal believed yourself above the divine weaving. I am taking your suns and moons. No longer shall the stars shine for you, but the twilight of a kingdom is gentle, calm, like the kindness of deaths. For such is my benevolence and my love. Uh-oh. That's how it started out, too. Is it replaying? Princess, it's been a long day, Denise. My voice is weak, my eyelids heavy. Good night, Princess. I'm so tired that I can't even begin to think. The sheets welcome me like a mother's arm, and I just... Good night, Princess. The twilight of a kingdom is gentle, calm, like the kindest of deaths. And as I lay on my bed asleep, or perhaps even lifeless, I feel someone watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Sorry, that just popped in my head. Hey, creeper. Silent and forgotten, a ghost amidst the shadows. Princess Ernest, wake up. Your kingdom has awakened by the goddess grace, and so must you. Everything starts, it's almost like she's in the Groundhog Day. Everything starts with Denise's voice. The kingdom begins to feel light, and I wake up in my bedroom, just a little, but by the goddess, how can you be so lazy sometimes? Come on, today's a special day. A special day, of course. Today's your 13th birthday. Had you perhaps forgotten? Again? Didn't I turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... What nonsense are you speaking of? Come along now. Choose one of your best dresses. His Majesty awaits. Oh, you always say that you prefer getting dressed on your own, but if you need any help, no, I'm fine. Very well. In that case, I shall take my leave and help with the preparation for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. We just went through this. And don't forget to go see your father when you're ready. All right. Phew, peace at last. Denise has spent her life taking care of me. I hold her in very high regard, but sometimes she can be slightly tiresome. A banquet, huh? The idea somehow sounds strange to me. We're gonna save. And we're gonna stop it there. And we'll stop the game there. But again, that is the Silent Kingdoms demo. This one is available on PC. It is doing a Kickstarter, so there's 11 days left on the Kickstarter for this. But you can try out the demo on Steam and again through itch.io. Again, it does not download through the client. You would have to go to itch.io and download the game direct from itch.io if you prefer itch.io. But there are 11 days left on this for Kickstarter. So if you like what you saw and you want to support the Kickstarter, click on the link there and it will give you the link to the Kickstarter as well as to the demo for Steam and itch.io. Overall, really interesting game. And I really like the art style of it. Like, this was a gorgeous game. So looking forward to playing more of this. And again, thank you to the developer for reaching out to me on Twitter and bringing awareness of your game to me. I had a lot of fun with it. Alrighty. And I think that is going to do it for tonight's stream. Now, Saturday, depending on how I feel, Saturday, I will be back on Saturday, and we're gonna do and hopefully finish All Walls Legacy, because we're almost done with All Walls Legacy. So I'm hoping to be able to finish that and get that finished so we can start our next game. Now, I do plan on moving soon, so there is that coming up for me. So there's a chance that streams may be placed on hold and sometime in March so that I can get set up in my new place. So, but overall, I think that was a pretty good stream. Let me see. I'm gonna look and see if anybody is streaming tonight, because we're getting done kind of early. So let me just see. And if not, I'll just put on the like I always do, I will just put on the music channel like I do. So I'm looking. Yep, I think we're just gonna do the music channel then. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I will see you all on Saturday for Indie Game Arena, in which we will take on more of All Walls Legacy. So, as always, everyone, this is Ready Set Indie Games. I am Ready Set. Please be safe and keep gaming.
hear me? They are already looking for you. Relax. Your implants are still adjusting to the software. I'm in a prison. I can calibrate only your basic protocols from in here. It'll have to suffice for now.
A trespasser spotted at Metro Station.
This is bad. You'll have to fight your way out of here.